average kid until an accident changed my life. And since then, nothing's been the same. My best friend Ray thinks it's cool. My sister Annie thinks I'm a science project. I can't let anyone else know, not even my parents. I know the chemical plant wants to find me and turn me into some experiment.
Again. Again. Again.
This is thrilling.
All right, so stop. Aren't you the least bit curious whether your powers are getting weaker or stronger? I mean, if they're getting weaker, it could mean that your powers are starting to wear off.
Okay, I get your point.
All right, a big smile. Did you see that?
See what?
That gigantic flash!
There's a flash?
Well, more like a weird lightning bolt or something. It was awesome.
Where'd it come from?
I don't know. To be honest, it looked like it might have come right out of Alex's house.
How could a huge lightning bolt come out of Alex's house?
Look, I don't know exactly what it was or where it came from, but that's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life.
Did you get it on film?
I think I did, buddy. I think I did.
I'm gonna go out and make sure no one saw that.
Okay, Annie, so you're saying you didn't see anything,
That's exactly what I'm saying.
but it looked like it came from your garage.
Well, it must have been an optical illusion, Louis, because I was in the garage the whole time and there was no lightning bolt in there.
Well, if you're telling me the truth, the possibilities could be endless. A meteor, some kind of electrical blast from the plant, or maybe a signal from a UFO. But I think you know more than you're telling me.
I do know that you're getting completely carried away. Ray, did you see anything?
Nah, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Well, if you think this is carried away, just wait till I get this film developed. Then I'll know exactly what I've got. Later.
Keep me posted, Louis!
What the heck happened in there? Zappers are zipping past us and everything.
I know, it bounced off a couple of things in the garage, and then with each refraction, it just seemed to pick up intensity.
Well, that's great. Because you know Louis, if he thinks he has something newsworthy, he won't stop until the whole world knows.
That's why you have to watch him, Ray. We can't let this picture get out into the general public.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Yet. Just keep an eye on him.
Shoot. I quit. I'm never gonna cook another meal again. I am the worst cook in the entire world. The absolute worst. From now on, all we're doing is ordering pizza.
Okay with me. Even though I love your cooking, Mom.
Something you needed, honey?
Actually, yeah. I didn't know Dad was such a good bowler. I mean, I found this trunk in the garage and there were all these trophies and stuff. He belonged to a team called Andy's Alley Cats.
Yeah, he did.
So was he a champion or something?
No, not exactly. He was just on this team with a bunch of guys from the auto shop. Really, it was no big deal.
Why doesn't he bowl anymore?
You know when adults get older and they have a couple of kids and they just don't seem to have the time to do everything they want to do anymore? That's all. I think I'll order that pizza.
It just seems kind of strange. I mean, we've never even gone bowling as a family once.
Alex, you know what? Do me a favor. Don't mention bowling around your father, okay? If he wanted to go bowling, I'm sure we'd go bowling. Okay? Okay. Pineapple pizza. Coming right up.
Yeah, Driscoll. Driscoll. Louis Otto Driscoll. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, well, I'll call you back when I get the pictures. Uh-huh.
What'd he say?
Well, he said there weren't any other UFO sightings.
Any fireballs?
No. But, you know, I didn't like that guy's tone of voice at all. He treated me like I was some kind of nutcase. But just wait till we get those pictures back. Just you wait.
Hey, Louis, don't you think you're getting a little carried away? So what if it's a UFO? I mean, why even make a big deal out of it? Sure, there'll be TV crews out here, and we might even have to say a few speeches in front of adoring fans and even get a movie deal down the line. But don't you think we miss our privacy?
No, Ray. This time you're wrong. So just grab onto my coattails, buddy, because I'm riding this thing to the top. Now let's go get those pictures, huh?
George, you're being absolutely ridiculous.
Say what you want, but I'm entitled to my feelings.
George, Alex is very curious. You have got to talk to her.
So she found my old trophies. Well, so what?
Honey, she wants to know why you never mentioned it to her.
So I should just tell her the truth?
That I humiliated myself in the biggest moment of my athletic life?
Maybe you should tell her, George. You could show her that you're human.
You don't know, Barbara. You weren't there.
No, I wasn't there, George. But I'm sure it was the worst day of your life. And it had this horrible effect on you. You don't like competitions. You hate the competition between you and Lars at the lab. You hated the competition Annie had to deal with to get into college. For heaven's sakes, you won't even play Scrabble with me anymore. I don't understand. What are you so afraid of?
Reliving the moment. Failing.
Honey, you're gonna have to move on from this.
I know. You're right. I don't know why I can't.
Darn it, you're forgetting about your 3 L's. I know. Look, lean, and learn. Gotta lean more into the ball.
Hi, Andy.
Sure, I remember George. Poor kid.
What exactly happened?
Well, let's just say the last time I saw him was the day we lost the junior championship. We're in the final frame in excellent shape. George had just rolled a spare in the 10th. He had one last ball to roll. And all we needed was him to knock down 2 pins. And he did. But he foot faulted. And we lost.
Wow, that's horrible. Was the team really good?
No, we were terrible. That's the thing that always bugged me about what happened. Look around you. This is bowling.
What do you mean?
Any physical activity that you can eat a pizza while you're playing it ain't really a sport. We're only out here for the fun of it. No, for me, bowling is the ambiance, the smell of the shoes, the taste of the nachos. It's a shame that your dad took it so hard.
Andy, I have a favor to ask you.
Apple juice or root beer?
Root beer.
This is the day, Raymond. This is the day that you and I are never gonna forget. We've been through a lot, buddy boy. We've been through a lot. Come to Papa. Come to Papa. Oh, there's a nice one of you. This is it, Ray. This is the one. Look at that thing.
Look, calm down. Just calm down, all right? We need verification. We need to show this to Annie first. I mean, she's a scientist.
All right, I'll show it to her. But if she doesn't react, I'll know she's hiding something.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go give her a call and let her know we're coming.
No, don't do that. That'll give her a chance to prepare another lie. We're going over there right now, together. Come on. Raymond suggested that I show this to you first. I'm thinking we should give it some kind of name. You know, like Halley's Comet, but the Driscoll Fireball, or something like that.
I don't see what you're getting so excited about, Louis.
I told him that.
Annie, I gotta tell you, I'm starting to wonder about you.
About me?
Yeah, you see this picture, it's something extraordinary, and yet you come off all blasé and everything.
I don't think you have anything here.
Garbage. You know I do.
Louis, listen to me.
No, you listen to me. I've always wondered what you and Alex were doing in that garage of yours every day after school with those computers and science equipment and stuff. I mean, I can understand that you're in love with science, but I'm not convinced that Alex can even spell it.
What are you saying?
I think you're up to something, and this lightning bolt or fireball or whatever the heck it is my proof.
Look, if you want to pawn it off on the public as some, magical thing, then go try.
Oh, don't worry. I will. In fact, I've already sent a copy of the picture to a world-renowned scientist.
Yeah, who's that?
A Mr. Lars Fredrickson of the Paradise Valley Chemical Plant. And when he calls me back, I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about. Good day, Ms. Mack.
Louis.
I love this show, George. I mean, that girl, Susie Epstein, she's so incredibly funny.
Easy on the eyes, too. If I may say that as an objective observer.
Got it!
Who could that be?
I probably should have told everybody, but I've got a little surprise for you. You'll never guess who it is. Ready? Hey, Andy!
Who is this?
George Mack! You're really grown up!
Andy Wilson was the idol of Paradise Valley. Boy, he was like the older brother that a lot of us never had.
Oh, really, George? You always did like those cliches.
Anyway, if we ever had a problem or we needed some advice, you were right there for us. Hey, Andy, do you still love nachos?
Oh, sure do. All that melty cheese and jalapenos. My motto used to be, a boy full of beans is a happy boy.
Well, we were all full of beans back then.
Well, thanks for letting me join you guys for a trip down memory lane.
Actually, it was lane number 12. Well, George, you sure have a top-flight family. Those two girls of yours are pure strikes. Well, we have a little unfinished business here, George.
We do?
You were supposed to meet me the day after the tournament, and all I got from you was a note saying you were quitting the bowling team.
Oh, I just wanted to get on with my life. It's not because I failed to knock down 2 measly pins in the final frame of the PV Junior Team Invitational. 2 pins to win the whole thing. Good golly, I barely remember it.
I don't buy it, George. You're still living with it. Tell you what, when you're not so busy, why don't you come down and roll a few? Think about the example you're setting about winning and losing. You ought to come down, George. If not for yourself, for her.
It's like riding a bike, you never forget.
You're a classy kid, George. What was your average, anyway?
142-ish.
Roll another one, for old time's sake.
I've still got some nice pin action.
You sure do, you sure do.
Excuse me? Lars Fredrickson wanted me to pick up his mail. Oh, thanks.
Annie,
You scared me.
what are you doing here?
I'm having lunch with my dad, and I was picking up his mail. I got yours, too.
Thank you. Is there anything else?
I need some help with a homework assignment. Do you have a sec?
Well, if it isn't George Footfault Mack, my old teammate. Alan Watson.
Hey, Alan.
George, what you did at that tourney, oh, that was unforgettable. Not a weekend goes by that I don't tell somebody that story. And everybody always thinks I'm making it up.
It's just bowling, Alan. I don't think I should have to carry that mistake around with me forever.
How can you not? Letting down 8 of your best buddies with 1 choke.
I'm sorry it happened, but it would never happen again.
I bet it would. In fact, what do you say we roll a friendly game to see what you're really made of, Football?
I didn't come to compete.
Of course not. You've probably given up competing entirely. So what do you say? Meet me here tonight, 8 o'clock, 10 frames. The loser buys the other guy a trophy. At least one of us can have what we both should have had 20 years ago.
This project may seem a little weird, but oh, do you mind if I tape record your answers just to make sure I get them all correct?
Sure. What did you say this assignment was again?
Oh, I'm supposed to interview a working scientist. You know, kind of an up close and personal, day in the life type thing.
Why don't you just interview your father?
Because he is involved with other things.
All right, go ahead. Hurry up.
What is your name?
This is Lars Fredrickson of Paradise Valley Chemical.
Have you ever seen the movie Ruinator 4?
Yeah, I saw it and I thought it was ridiculous, a complete waste of time.
Well, how do you think it ranked among the previous Ruinator films?
Who knows? Can we talk about something more interesting?
Of course. Have you ever gotten those sales pitch phone calls? You know, right around dinner time?
Certainly.
And what did you say to the person on the other end of the line?
I'm a busy man, and I'd appreciate it if you would never call me again.
I see.
Hey.
Alex, this is Ted. Ted, this is Alex. I don't remember why I decided to call my ball, Ted. I just did.
Dad, I'm sorry. I should have never gotten you involved in this whole thing again.
Oh, forget it. Andy was right, and so are you. I've been running from that foot fault for 20 years.
Yeah, but no one should be forced to bowl against their will. It's like in the Constitution or something.
Yeah, you're right. But you know what? Sometimes in life, we make these huge, embarrassing mistakes that we think we'll never live down. Fact is, we do. The sun comes up, we get off the floor and face the world again. It's time I got up off the floor.
Thought you wouldn't show.
Told you he'd be here.
You ready? Foot, fault?
Yeah, I am.
All right, Ray, this is totally and utterly simple. Just follow my commands, okay? Well, we both know Louis Driscoll is sitting at home waiting for his phone call from Lars Fredrickson, right? Well, each one of these tape recorders contains every possible response Lars could give in a conversation, which will hopefully make Louis forget all about his crazy scheme.
So you point to the recorder and I press play?
Exactly.
How do you know Louis is waiting for Lars's call?
You all right, George?
To be honest, Andy, my heart is pounding. I want to win.
You listen to me. Victory or no victory, you're a winner. You already won by showing up here tonight. You bowled this guy even. And he spent 25 grand on bowling lessons over the years.
I know. I just want another chance.
No football. No football. No football.
This is Lars Fredrickson of Paradise Valley Chemical.
Hello, Mr. Fredrickson. Thank you so much for calling. I have a great deal of respect for your work. So, did you see my photograph?
Yeah, I saw it and I thought it was ridiculous, a complete waste of time.
Oh, well, what do you think it could be? I mean, there's got to be some sort of explanation.
Who knows? Can we talk about something more interesting? Oh, why don't you just interview your father?
Well, because my father's a salesman, not a scientist. Please, Mr. Fredrickson, I need your endorsement on this. If you don't think I should follow up on it, just let me know.
I'm a busy man, and I'd appreciate it if you would never call me again.
Well, there it is, George. It's not 2 pins you have to knock down, though. It's 5. But that sounds a little familiar, doesn't it? I'd stay clear of that line if I was you.
Sit down, Alan. Prepare to lose.
Sorry, Dad, you're on your own.
Your dad's a good man.
I know.